Hey, welcome back, Play Basic Coders. Let's take a little walk around the current work in progress of the homepage. We've added some images to most of the main pages. I really like that one actually. And we've got more interactions. We've got better support for our buttons, which that's actually become like a universal tag across the website now. So I can, anywhere I just insert the social icons, it'll render those for us in that style, which is really handy. User-wise, we've got accounts working. You can actually Captain Kev 2. For now, you can use any email address you want because it's not going to send you an email, so it doesn't matter where it is. There's no verification, in other words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just give it a junk password. Doesn't matter because the account won't exist when it's up online, so who cares? And we've signed in, we've signed up for an account. What's meant to show here is actually a welcome, which was what this welcome on board was going to be for. I haven't actually done the display of what's going to happen when you see that. But we've signed up, but we haven't logged in, right? So I can go and if I go to downloads here and then go, oh well, I haven't logged in today because I want to download something, even though it's actually they're all actually available. If I go to sign up for my junk account again, log in, it should take us back to where we were, which it just did, and that would make these other things available to you. I think what we'll do is we'll probably have the Learning Edition be available to the public, probably the compatibility tests are available to the public, and then we'll have things like the example packs where you have to sign up for to get more use out of the site. So those people who are keen will sign up, those people who are just tire kickers will opt out. Fair enough. There's plenty of stuff on the forums anyway, I mean who cares? Right, well, so once you're signed in, you've done what you want to do, download your tools or whatever you want to download. You go, oh well, I want to log out, and it gives a little log out picture. Now the artwork I'm using, I'm not saying this is final or anything like that. It's just some pages, some images I found in Pexels, and I thought, well, I'll use those for now to demonstrate the idea of this. We can make it more visually appealing by having some of these secondary things added to the page. I've been learning more about style sheets in particular. It's been a long time since I've done style sheets. Very difficult to wrap your head around some of those things, particularly when you don't do it all the time. There's so many little caveats to style sheets that it's difficult to keep track of what's happening. But we've made an improvement, I think. We've used some off-the-shelf components here with some third-party menus, made our own little buttons with just simple styling tips, and we've used some of the same tricks on these images here to make them feel like they're a bit more dynamic, a bit more fresh and new. I'm trying to get this copy here updated, make it a bit more interesting. And other things we've added to, I think on features. I want actually, that's a picture of the IDE, but I would rather I had an idea of just like fingers typing on a keyboard sort of thing. So it kind of relates to the person that this is a computing product. Because at the moment, unless you knew what BASIC is, it would be hard to work out what that actually means to people. What we haven't got at the moment is we haven't got a place for the user to actually manage their own account, to do things that they'll need to do for their account coming up. So things like managing your password, well, I guess it'll be broken up into things like you'll need to update your email address, I guess, attach your existing serial if you have one, which is probably going to be a specialty case for old orders because we'll handle that differently in the future. But anyway, so in your account you'll need to have things like that, and then eventually you'll have your own list of articles you've contributed to the website, source code you've added to the sort of thing, or tutorials you've added, or tools you've made for the website, or anything. They'll all be kept track of in that one place. Well, that's the theory. We'll see how we go. We might not get to that level. So we won't be getting there in the next few weeks. That's definitely not going to happen. But we want to get the user account stuff up to a point. We want to make sure that we're encouraging people to sign on to the site to try and get the most value out of the products and the website that we have, and we want to make sure that we're talking to people who are very interested in what we have to say, and not just talking into a sandstorm, pretty much. I think for the time being, we might not need to go use to convert the template to Bootstrap. And my reasoning for that is that some of the styling things we're picking up and implementing are kind of covering what you can do in Bootstrap anyway, because a lot of those things were added to CSS, which never used to exist. I mean, they may have been around before, but I wasn't aware of them. I'm certainly no expert on this stuff at all. It's completely not my wheelhouse whatsoever. The back end stuff I'm sort of comfortable doing, but the front end stuff, whether it's the JavaScript side of it or the HTML and CSS stuff, I'm sort of stumbling my way in the dark most of the time. So the fact we've got to this point is kind of surprising. I think we could do with a better image at the top here and a better logo, of course, but generally I think you can see where I'm trying to get to. Is the benefit of the Bootstrap stuff was you get all of their styling in one place, so but they have a very distinct look about them. It's very beautiful. It's lovely, actually. But really, the stuff I was interested in using was the resizing ability. So to build update the page so it could be viewed on a mobile as well, and operated from mobile as well as it can from a browser. I think we might be able to do at least some work in that regards. Something when you collapse the page, I can't show it at the moment, it's not even implemented, but if we made this page half the width, for example, as if we were viewing it on a mobile, we could get rid of the menus over here, and we could change this internal section here and use a thinner version of that, or have a different placeholder, pretty much, which will kind of break the content out of this mold. In many ways, we don't really need that. Like menus over here, we don't really need them. If we have, I can't think of another way of doing it really. There's stuff there that we need to get to, so we have that content be available, but might be a better way of handling this through the main menu, for example. We might be able to just put all of that stuff under here, up through here, and as long as it wasn't too wordy and too awkward, that would probably work okay. Don't know. Alrighty. Okay, that's it for today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.